EA Sports. It's in the game. You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out like, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time.
Back now on EA Sports at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's Texans football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 31-yard line. Play action now, Mills. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On third down, here's Mills. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, it's Purdy. Escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. To throw, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. McLeod to return it. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 29, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy to throw it on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
First down, Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Now Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first down throw for Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing, Mills. He's got the connection to Moore. Room here to run. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Catch made here by Rex Burkhead as running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mills on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mills to throw it. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing just outside his... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake, Mills. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he returns this to the 22. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Purdy on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And incomplete on the deep ball. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mills now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. 3rd and long for Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th-quarter lead.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mills back to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Here's Mills, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Mills going to try and hurry the offense here up to the line. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. To Montgomery to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A very nice nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive. But he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Buying time to his left. Got an open man, it's Pringle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
Dancing to his left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Fields. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fields throwing again. Flushed out right. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the two. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Fields going to keep it once more. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Now Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down. They fake the give, now Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They go play action, now Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Being chased out left. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game. And if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, Rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they be... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And out come the Chiefs now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 27 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. looking to throw again on second down. Fields, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Fields, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to roam now.
That drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
To throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mahomes to throw. Keeps himself upright. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
All eyes on Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now third down as well. Back to throw, Fields. Able to find Kmet, and they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And one last throw here for Fields. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is fielded at the 27. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Touchdown, Chicago! Velus Jones, 34 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. After 1, it's 9-0.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And this one's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 32 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that trims the lead down to 9. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 10, Fields again. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. Here comes Tony on the return. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On first down, Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tony. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So a new set of downs after a big mistake on special teams. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, field throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Fields now to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Fields. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Buying time to his left. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. There's Mooney fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. On 2nd and goal. Fields being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. So the kick is through, but they'll get no closer than 5 in the end as this game is over.